Welcome to BPL Correlation Tutorial Guide. I'm Amal Gunatilak, a developer in BPS product. First of all, let's have a look at what is correlation. When you have a BPL process, for every request that comes in, there will be an instance to handle the process. In an occasion where you need to relate the request to an existing instance that has been already in the system, we use correlation. In this sample, we are going to have a look at a simple BPL correlation. The following diagram explains the flow of the process. With the first request, we create the instance. And here for the correlation ID, we use the input parameter AAA. Then at the second request, we again send a create request with a new correlation ID, which is the input parameter BBB. We use the input parameter as the unique correlation ID in this sample. The third and fourth request will send using the process2 operation, and through the correlation ID mappings, it will pick the correct instance and complete the flow. Let's see how we can create this sample in Developer Studio. Here I have created a new BPL synchronized project. Let's add the necessary elements first. Now I'm going to modify the WSDL by adding a new operation for the second receive element in BPL workflow. Remember, when you add a new operation, you have to regenerate the binding context. You will be able to see the newly generated binding mappings in the source view. Now let's configure the operations and partner link. Here for all the receivers and reply, we use the same client partner link, and for the first receive and reply elements, we have the process operation. The second receive and reply will have the process2 operation with the respective input and output elements. Now let's configure the correlations. For this, we will create a new correlation set variable. Now let's configure the correlation mappings. I'm using ID as the name and string as the message property type. Now for the mapping, we need to add the parameters that we wish to map. In this case, the input parameter for the first receive operation and the in parameter for the second receive operation. After adding the two aliases, we have successfully defined the correlation set. Let's configure it to the receivers. Under correlation properties, you can add the created correlation set, and then for the first receiver, you need to set the initiation to yes. For the second receiver, you do not need the initiation since the instance has been already created by the first receive activity. Therefore, we put the initiation to no. Now let's add some simple queries to assign elements to identify the flow through the response message. Now the final step is to configure the deploy XML, and after saving all the changes, export it as a deployable archive. Let's run the sample in BPS server and inspect the results in management console. As I showed you in the diagram early, we are creating the first instance by sending the input parameter AAA to process operation. Again, to create the second instance, we send the input parameter BBB. To complete the instance, we send the second instance ID, which is BBB, to process 2 operation. The instance details graph, you can see there are 2 instances and the BBB parameterized instance is complete and AAA instance is active. Hope you learn how to create a BPL correlation sample. Thank you for joining with us. Have a nice day.